the sky. Up, up in the clouds, it was nearly nighting time, and Bobo White and Little Star were still playing chasing.
Come catch me! Can! Catchy! That was fun! Again! Maybe we should stop. It's nearly nighting time. Baba Blue and Rainbow are already flinging the stars into the sky. No, lady. Chasey. No catchy, Bobo. Oh, yes, I can. What was that? You okay, Bobo? Lucky!
Hello, you two. What do you think of my poppitypops?
Poppitypops?
Yes, they're my special new flowers. Popping them spreads their seeds so we can grow more. Loud, aren't they?
Pop, pop, pop! Again! Bobo! Time for bed!
Oh, one more poppity-pop.
Please?
Go on then, just one more.
Bobo, pop this one.
No, Bobo, not that one. It's too big.
Big pop. What was that?
It's Bobo White, popping one of my new flowers.
Well, time to pop off to bed now. Come on, Bobo.
Okie dokie. Wasn't Little Star with you? It's time for him to twinkle.
Yes, he's right here. Oh. Little Star. Little Star.
Where's he gone?
I know. I'll play Little Star's favourite tune. That always brings him out.
Huh? Little Star's favourite song? Oh, Baba Yellow!
Huh?
Oh, there you are.
Where did you go?
Big noise frightening. Little Star, hide.
It was a big noise. Poppity-pops just make big noises. They can't hurt you.
Promise?
I promise. Pop one and see.
It's okay, Little Star.
Bobo!
Sorry.
That was fun!
See? Nothing to be scared of.
No!
Pop, pop, poppity pop.
Come on now, Bobo. Time for bed, remember?
Okay. And time you were twinkling in the sky with...
The stars! They've gone! All gone!
What do you mean, Baba Blue?
We flung all the stars into the sky, but now they've gone. Look!
Oh, no. We can't have nighting time without the stars.
We've got to go and look for them.
Good idea, Baba Pink. We'll look for them and find them. Come on, Cloudbabies.
Are you looking for the stars, dears?
Yes. seen them?
I did see them, all twinkly and bright, but then there was this loud noise and whoosh, all gone.
Moon, was loud noise like a pop?
Now you mention it, Little Star. Yes, it was.
Poppitypops must have frightened stars too.
Maybe they're hiding, like you did, Little Star.
Don't worry, we'll find them. Cloudbabies, I think I can see something. I think the stars might be behind this cloud. There they are! Look! Come on, stars. Time to get twinkling in the sky again. Stars! Stars! They won't come.
Baba Yellow, play my favourite song again.
Good idea, Little Star.
There's nothing to be scared of, stars.
Loud noise was just a pretty flower going pop.
There, that's better. Now then, let's get you back to your twinkling places. Come on. That's it, Baba Yellow. Perfect. Baba Blue, we need more over there. Thank you. Baba Green, some over there, please. There. No, there. No, there.
All the stars back in the sky.
Even me.
Even you, little star.
So, with everything in the night sky as it should be, the Cloudbabies went home to sleep.
Night-night, Cloudbabies.
Night-night. Night-night.
Night-night.
You know, I think I might pop off for 40 winks myself. Oh, Bobo.
Who polishes the snow? Cloudbabies. Wipes the cobwebs from the moon? Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up in the clouds, Bubba Green is herding rain clouds.
This way. No, this way.
Or at least trying to.
No, not that way. Ah, that's it.
Come and cloud bounce with us when you finish, Baba Green.
Hey, come back, Clouds. Whoa!
Funny, Greenie Babs.
Shh, Bubble White. It's not funny.
Bobo bouncy. Whee! Cloud bouncy. Bouncy too?
No, I can't.
No bouncy?
I'm too busy.
Oh. Bobo go bouncy now.
Come on.
Woohoo! Yay!
Oh!
Whee! Woohoo! I'm as high as the stars.
Nice bouncing, Baba Yellow.
I can bounce the highest. Look! Woo!
Ooh, great, Baba!
Bobo bouncy! Yeah!
Oh, well done.
Whoa! Wee! Woo! Yeah! Wee! Wee! Bouncy Bobo!
Yes! Bouncy Bobo!
They're having such fun. I wish I could bounce like them.
Whee! Okay, who's the best cloud bouncer? Rainbow, Sun, you choose.
All right. Well,
Whee!
what do you think?
Way!
It's very hard.
Whee! Woo! Yay! Bobo bounce!
We can't decide because you're not all here. What about Baba Green?
Oh, yes! I'll go and get him. Rainbow and Sun are picking the best bouncer. Come and bounce with us, Baba Green.
No, I don't want to.
Why?
Cloud bouncing is, silly.
Oh, okay then.
Ow, Green Horsey. Do you think I could? What? With a little practice? Do you really think I could? Okay. I think it goes something like this. Oh no, that's not right. Maybe if I try. Oof. I just can't do it. I can't bounce.
Hello, Baba Green. What are you doing? Are you okay?
Yes, thank you.
That's good. Now, come cloud bouncing with us. But it's so much fun. Please come and play.
I can't.
Why not?
I need the right cloud to bounce on. It has to be perfect.
Then let's go and find the perfect cloud. Baba Green's going to do the perfect bounce on the perfect cloud. This one, Peppa Green. Woohoo! Come and try.
Oh,
Come on, Peppa Green.
It's not fluffy enough.
Hey? This cloud's nice and fluffy.
It needs to be bouncier.
Whee! Woo! This bouncy. Woohoo! Well done, Bobo White. I think you found the perfect cloud.
No. I mean, no. It needs to be white. That one's a bit grey.
Okay, so the cloud needs to be all white. Is that right?
Yes.
All white, yes. Fluffy and bouncy. It's this cloud. We had the perfect cloud all along. Yay! Whee! Come on, Peppa Green. Come and bounce on our perfect cloud. Then we'll see who really is the best bouncer.
OK, Peppa Green. 3, 2, 1, bounce!
I can't. I'll look silly.
Just give it a try. You won't look silly. It's easy.
No, I don't think I can.
Try, Greenie Bubs. Whee! Ah! Help! Catch Bobo! Ah! Hooray!
Phew. Are you okay, Bobo?
Thanks, Greenie Bubs.
Nice bouncing, Peppa Green.
That's what I call bouncy.
Hey, I can bounce.
Try it again.
Whoa! Hey!
So, who's the best cloud bouncer then?
The best cloud bouncer is Peppa Green.
That's me.
High in the sky, up in the clouds, Peppa Green was happy he could finally cloud bounce. Now, how do we get him to stop?
Who polishes the snow? Cloudbabies. Wipes the cobwebs from the moon. Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up in the clouds. The Cloudbabies are their usual busy selves. They never stop, do they? But in the garden, something sneezy was about to happen.
Hey, watch my fluffy goats, Bobo.
Sorry, Greenie Babs. Achoo! Shoo! Shoo! Achoo!
Oh, what a pretty cloud. I wish I was yellow like that. Maybe we could be friends. Hello, I'm Fuffa Cloud. What's your name? Do you want to play? I said my name's Fuffa Cloud. Who are you? Where are you going? That's not very nice. Achoo! 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 That? Achoo! Strange. Why are we all achoo sneezing? Achoo! Oh dear. Maybe I'll find something to help in my toolbox. Achoo! Hey, Baba Blue and Bobo, what do you think of this yellow cloud? Achoo! I've tried talking to it, but it just ignores me. Sorry, Fuffa Cloud. I'm busy. I need to work out how to stop these sneezes. Achoo! Nope, that won't do. Or that. We need help. Baba Yellow will know what to do. Ah! Hold on tight, Bobo. Hey, you! Come back! Hi, Baba Yellow.
Oh.
Do you know how to get rid of sneezes? Rainbow, achoo, 2.
My stripes. They're ruined.
Don't worry, Rainbow. I can fix them. Just keep still.
Yes, keep still.
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
Here, this might help. Hey, they're my friends, not yours. Shoo! Shoo! Shoo!
What's Fuffa doing?
Shoo! Fuffa funny. Shoo!
Oh, pretty cloud.
This yellow cloud may be pretty, but it isn't friendly.
That's not a very nice thing to say, Fuffa.
There's something strange about this cloud. Maybe it's just shy. But... Achoo!
Sorry, Fuffa. Right now, we need to get rid of these sneezes. Baba Pink always knows how to make things better. Come on, let's find her.
That's strange. I've stopped sneezing. How do I look?
Shiny and bright.
Perfect.
I knew you'd say that, Baba Pink.
Hi, Baba Pink. Achoo! Do you have a cure for the sneezes?
Oh, I don't like sneezing. Please make it stop.
I'll try.
Achoo!
Watch out, everyone. Sun sneezes are super strong. Achoo! 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 Oh dear, we've all got the sneezes now. Maybe Baba Green will have something growing in the Sky Garden to help us. Come on.
Every time that yellow cloud's here, everyone sneezes. Achoo!
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo! Achoo! Achoo! Wow! That's the same colour as the cloud. Maybe you aren't a cloud. You're sneezy flower stuff. I've got to tell the others.
Achoo! Sorry, everyone. I don't know how to get rid of the sneezes either.
What are we going to do? Where are all these sneezes coming from? Listen to me! Listen to me! It's the yellow cloud. It's making us sneeze.
Achoo!
That's so mean.
Poor yellow cloud.
But it's true. Fuffa cloud. Okay, I'll prove it. Watch this.
Achoo!
Achoo! See? Wow. Wow. Achoo! Achoo!
Ah, I think I know what's going on.
Achoo!
My fluffy gold flowers are full of yellow stuff called pollen.
Huh? Pollen?
Yes. If the pollen gets out, it makes your nose tickle so that you sneeze. A lot.
So it's not a cloud.
Not a real one. No.
I knew there was something funny about it. Sorry, Fuffa Cloud. You were right after all. That's okay. Achoo! Fuffa Sneezy. Achoo! So, how do we get rid of this achoo! Sneezes.
What we really need is a strong wind to blow the pollen cloud away.
I can blow it away. Go on, Fuffa Cloud. Big, deep breath. It's no use. I haven't got enough puff to blow it away. Hooray!
The pollen cloud's gone.
And our sneezes. We sneezed it away. Well done, Fuffa Cloud. Fuffa clever. Yes. Well done, Fuffa.
High in the sky, up in the clouds, the pollen cloud had been blown away. Well, almost.
Wipes the cobwebs from the moon. Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up in the clouds, the Cloudbabies are nearly ready to start their jobs. After breakfast, that is.
I'm so hungry. Me too. Hurry up, Baba Green. Bobo yum.
Here you go, everyone. Fresh from the Sky Orchard.
Thanks, Baba Green. I love rain pears. Scrummy. These are great rain pears, Baba Green.
You can't beat a good rain pear.
Right. Loads of jobs to do today. Best get started. Bobo, help, Bluey Babs. Please. Sorry, Bobo. I've just got too much to do. Oopsie.
Thanks, Bobo.
Thank you, Bobo. Bobo, good helper. Please. Go on, Baba Blue.
All right, then.
Yay!
Come on. Right, then. We need to fix the horsey trough first, then help Baba Green in the garden, and do a job for Baba Pink, and then...
Go, go, Bluey Babs!
Listen, Bobo. First, I'm going to fix these holes with this. There, you try. Be very careful, Bobo. Well done. Now I'll do the last one. There, good as new. Bobo,
Help Greenie Babs now.
all right, I'm coming. Phew. Just in time, Baba Blue. Can you help me plant this, please? Of course, Baba Green.
Bobo, help.
Sorry, Bobo. Not this time. It's too heavy.
Oh.
Don't worry, Bobo. There are lots more jobs to do.
Ooh. Holes.
Bluey Babs fill holes.
Aha! Bobo, clever.
Thanks, Baba Blue. Now to give it a nice drink of water. Huh? Mud? Who could have done that? I think I know. I showed Bobo how to fix holes in things.
If you're looking for Bobo, he went that way.
Thanks, son. Bye, Baba Green. Sorry about your watering can. I'll fix it later.
Rain pair. Holes. Bobo Fixie. Ha ha. Bobo Fixie, Bobo Fixie.
Baba Pink, have you seen Bobo anywhere?
Sorry, Baba Blue. I haven't.
Oh, there you are.
Eating my rain pears. Yummy.
At least he wasn't filling in any holes. Bobo, I think Skydonk might be hungry. Why don't you get him a rain pear from the orchard? You can still help me later.
Okie dokie, Bluey Babs. Come, Donk.
So, what needs fixing, Baba Pink?
Come inside and I'll show you. It's got a wobbly leg.
Leave it to me. Ouch! Are you all right, Baba Pink? What's happened?
Someone filled the holes in my colander. I'm soaked.
Oh, no. Bobo. He keeps filling holes in things.
Poor Bobo. He thinks he's helping. Can you fix this, please?
OK.
Thanks, Baba Blue.
Nice painting, Baba Yellow.
I can't seem to get it quite right. What's that hose for, Baba Green?
I need it to water the rain pear trees. My watering can's blocked, and I can't find any rain clouds.
Don't get my painting wet, will you?
I'll try not to. There, colander and table all fixed. Could I put this on the tap, please, Baba Pink?
Of course.
Have you seen Bobo anywhere, Baba Green? Not for a while.
Hole. Bobo fix. Bobo good helper.
My hose! Whoa! Come here, you!
Stop!
Oh no! Turn the tap off! Quick, Baba Pink!
Oh dear. What happened, Baba Green?
There was something in the end of the hose. It popped out, and so did all the water, all over me. Did you fill in the hole at the end of the hose, Bobo?
Bobo fill hole like Bluey Babs. It's okay, Bobo. You were only trying to help.
Perhaps you aren't quite ready to do Cloudbaby jobs yet.
I'm not so sure. Look what you did. Wow! It's beautiful. Bobo made painting. Yes, Bobo. You can be my little helper any day.
Yay!
So Bobo turned out to be a good little helper after all.
There's a hole you can fill, Bobo.
Even if he's still filling in holes.
Who polishes the snow? Cloudbabies. Wipes the cobwebs from the moon. Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up, up in the clouds, Baba Yellow is painting Rainbow. And Baba Green is hard at work in the garden. Baba Pink and Baba Blue are up to something too.
What doing?
Shh! It's a lovely surprise for later.
Oh. Why don't you go and help Baba Green, Bobo?
Okie dokes.
Here's a little drink for you. And for you. And for you.
Bobo help Greenie Babs.
Thanks, Bobo. You can give the fluffy gold flowers a drink.
Oopsie. Sorry, Skydonk.
Here, let me show you. In the garden, you have to do everything nice and slow. Remember, slow, slow, slow. Rain or sun, slow, slow, slow. Job gets done.
Bobo slow.
Well done, Bobo. That's great.
Now where was I? Red, Orange, yellow.
Green.
Oh, yes.
Green? Oh, you don't know your orange from your indigo today, Baba Yellow.
Sorry, Rainbow. The thing is, Baba Blue and Baba Pink are planning a big, big surprise. But you mustn't tell anyone.
Well, I'm not one to talk.
Hi, Baba Yellow. Could you give us a hand with the surprise? Coming, Baba Pink.
What? You can't go now. I'm only half painted.
I won't be long.
But look, my green's all blotchy. Wait, come back. Oh, I hope no one sees me like this.
Hello, Rainbow.
Oh, no.
Something wrong?
Yes, Baba Yellow's gone off and left me half painted.
So I see. Well, I've got to go. I promised to help Baba Green.
Right, that does it. Where are those paints? Now then. Oh, rather a good job, though I say it myself. Oh, Rainbow, you're a true artist. Oh, I don't need Baba Yellow to paint me. I can do it myself in half the time.
Oh, yes. You're lovely and yellow. And you'll do. Oh, and you're gorgeous. Look, son, my fluffy goats are almost as yellow as you are.
That's because you take the time to look after them, Baba Green.
You know what I always say? Slow, slow, slow. Rain or sun. Slow, slow, slow. Job gets done.
Oh, I can't quite. Oh, dear, nearly.
Rainbow funny.
Oh, no. I think I've pulled something in my arch. I may never sling again.
Bobo help.
Oh, no, Bobo. No, wait. Well, all right. But be careful to keep inside the stripes.
Bobo painting.
No, not there. It tickles. Oh, no. Stop.
Uh-oh. Messy, messy.
Blue? You've turned blue? How did that happen? No, no, no. We can't have blue fluffy gold flowers.
Wait till Baba Yellow comes back. She'll be amazed.
Brushy, brushy Bobo.
Bobo, what are you doing now? Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Red, orange, green, blue. What's going on? My fluffy goals are turning all the colours of the rainbow. Huh? Rainbow. This is rainbow paint. Come, Green Horsey. Let's find out what's going on.
I must be done by now.
Bobo brushy, brushy.
Hey, Bobo. What are you doing?
Bobo painty.
Baba Yellow was busy, so I've painted myself. Oh, with a little help from Bobo.
Rainbow beautiful.
No, I'm sorry, Bobo. He's not.
What?
Look at these splodges and splashes. There's paint everywhere. Rainbows, a mess.
Oh.
A mess? Oh, I don't want to look a mess. Oh, quick, Baba Green. Paint me properly, please.
I would if I could, but I'm very busy in the garden.
You've got to. You must. I'm a mess.
Well, all right. I'll have to clean up all this sploshy paint first.
Anything, just do it quickly.
Not quickly, Rainbow. What I always say is slow, slow, slow. Rain or sun. Slow, slow, slow. Job gets done. All done.
How can I ever thank you, Bubba Green?
Rainbow, you're all painted.
Yes, I am.
However did you manage?
Well, it's not that hard. Well, it did go a bit wrong at first, but Bubba Green came to my rescue.
Well, you look lovely. It must have taken ages.
You know what I always say? Slow, 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 job gets done.
Bubba Green, we've got a surprise for you.
We've made you a fluffy gold cake for growing the fluffy gold flowers so yellow.
Oh, thank you.
Mmm, cake!
I love cake. Can we have some now, Bubba Green? Of course. Save a piece for me. I've got one last job to do.
High in the sky, up, up in the clouds, the Cloudbabies enjoy the delicious fluffy gold cake. But where's Bubba Green?
Slow, slow, slow. Rain or sun. Slow, slow, slow. Job gets done.
Quick, Bubba Green, or the cake will all be gone. Bobo, that's Bubba Green's.
Who polishes the snow? Cloudbabies. Wipes the cobwebs from the moon? Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up, up in the clouds. It's raining. A lot. There's no work to be done today.
What's wrong, Bobo White? Rainy. I can see that, but the rain does make everything lovely and clean. Bobo bored. Well, we'll just have to wait till the rain stops before we can go outside.
But I need to do my jobs. I have such a lot to do.
We all have jobs to do, Bubba Blue.
The rain is very good for my plants. Although I've got lots of things to do in the garden. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
Why don't we play a game? That'll pass the time. Play game! Play game!
Like what?
How about favourite things?
Oh, yes. I love that game.
You start, Bubba Green.
Okay. Well, my favourite thing is my garden.
What do you like best about it?
I just love digging and planting. Remember when everyone was sneezing and we didn't know what it was? Achoo! Achoo! But I think my favourite thing in the garden is my watering can. I need it to water my plants.
Remember when Bobo blocked up all the holes?
Holes? Bluey Babs fill holes.
Aha! Bobo clever.
Now that I think about it, that was a bit funny. Huh? Mud? Who could have done that?
Huh? Rainy. We told you before, Bobo. We know. Rainy, rain, rain.
You are funny, Bobo.
What about you, Baba Pink? What's your favourite thing? My favourite thing is my caring kit. It's so useful. I can make and mend all sorts of things with it.
What are you making, Baba Pink?
It's a star blanket. I'm making it for Little Star.
Wow, it's so soft. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Do you remember when I made Sun his big gloves? Ooh.
Oh, what are these?
Oven gloves. These gloves keep your hands cool so they won't melt the snow.
Come on, Son, try them out.
I've made one! Oh, thank you, Cloudbabies! My first snowball!
Then there's my polishing cloth and my duster. I wouldn't know what to do without them. How would I polish Sun? Or dust Moon? Maybe they are my favourite things.
I think your favourite thing is your reward chart. You do like to check that all our jobs are done.
All right then, Baba Blue. What's your favourite thing?
My favourite thing is...
Rainy, rain, rain.
My favourite thing is my tools. I couldn't do anything without them. I couldn't fix the gate without my hammer. All mended. Do you remember when Bobo knocked all of my tools into the hayfield?
Bobo, help!
No! Oops. Luckily, I had my cloud catcher to fish them all out. Pull, Cloudbabies, pull! That was fun.
I liked your sculpture. That was really beautiful.
Perfect. Remember when Sun shone through it and made all those rainbow colours? It's a rainbow light sculpture. Yes, I have so many favourite things to choose from. But I think I like my sky peeper best. I can use it to spot clouds. Come on. Then I can round them up. OK, clouds. No more playing. Time to rain. Time to round up some clouds. Yee-haw! Or chase them.
Yes, you do like to chase clouds across the sky, don't you, Baba Blue? What's your favourite thing, Bobo? Rain pears! Of course it is! Well, I think my favourite thing is my bag. It just looks so pretty on me. Although I do use my paint box every day to paint rainbow.
And to paint pictures.
Yes, that's my favourite thing. Although, my favourite thing really has to be my fluty toot. It can call the sky train. And it helps Little Star go to sleep. Listen. Rainy, rain, rain!
Oh no! Look, the ceiling!
Quick, Cloudbabies! We've got to catch the
the water. Ah, Bobo, now I understand. You were trying to tell us about the rain inside.
Drip, drip, drip goes the rain on our heads. On the tables and beds, the rain is dripping. Drop, drop, drop goes the rain on the stair. On our clothes and our hair, the rain is dropping. Every drip and drop we will mop, mop, mop as we clean the raindrops away. Drip, drip, drip goes the rain on our heads. On the tables and beds, the rain is dripping. Drop, drop, drop goes the rain on the stair. On our clothes and our hair, the rain is dropping. Every drip and drop we will mop, mop, mop as we clean the raindrops away. As we clean the raindrops, clean the raindrops, clean the raindrops away.
I think the rain is stopping. Hello, everyone. What are you doing here?
We've come to see you, of course.
And I always come out after the rain. That's why I'm called Rainbow.
Isn't everything clean?
Yes. Just look at my colours. Aren't they wonderful?
We are pleased to see you.
You've made all the rain dry up. Sun, rainbow, favourite things. Yes, today you two are our favourite things.
So, with the rain gone, the Cloudbabies could get on with their jobs. And Bobo was just happy not to get wet.
Who polishes the snow? Cloudbabies. Wipes the cobwebs from the moon? Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up, up in the clouds, the Cloudbabies are giving their Skyhorses a rest after a hard day.
Sleepy time, Skyhorses.
Nap before nighting time. I'll see if Little Star is having sleeping time too.
So he can twinkle brightly tonightly. And before we pick the shooting stars from the tree, I'll give Rainbow a stretching.
Greenie Babs! Yay, Babs! Wait for Bobo!
Hello, Bobo.
Donk, too slow. You're in a bit of a hurry. Bobo, no donk. Horsey Bobo.
Aww.
Horsey Bobo, Horsey Bobo.
You'll have to wait till you're bigger before you can ride a Skyhorsey, Bobo.
Oh, but you can help feed them if you like. Horsey Bobo, Horsey Bobo. Sky train! Take me to Little Star, please. Not time to twinkle yet, Little Star. Twinkle at nighting time. Little Star wants to play.
Oh, steady on, Baba Blue. You nearly popped me red and yellow.
Ooh, there, you can't beat a good stretch. I'm in tip-top condition.
Good, because we've got to fling lots of shooting stars into the sky before nighting time.
You can rely on me.
I think they've had enough, Bobo. Horsey nap now.
What's that noise?
Oh no! Moon's still fast asleep.
Then we better wake her up. Come on, Horsies.
Horsey nap now. You're right, Bobo. They're too tired. Do you think you can look after the horsies while we go and wake up Moon?
Okay. Thanks, Bobo.
Come on, let's get Baba Pink and the Sky Train.
Gone. Ooh, Horsey Bobo. Horsey Bobo. Hey! Horsey Bobo! Horsies! 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 What happened, Bobo? Where have all the sky horsies gone? Horsey Bobo, Horsey Go-Go. You've got to get them back. Hop on, Bobo, and hold on tight. Horsies! Little Star's fast asleep, and so is Moon. What? But she's got to get ready for nighting time.
We know.
Come on, jump in. Take us to Moon, please. Fuffa Cloud and Bobo White! Little Star! Are you having a race? Can I join in? Can I please? No racey, Bobo chasey. Ooh, Little Star likes chasey even more than racy. Come on, woohoo!
Blue Horsey, wakey time. Jobs to do. Blue Horsey. They've all gone. Skydonk, where are they?
Oh.
They're out there. Can you help me find them?
And hop, and hop, and hop, and hop. Oh, really?
Horsey, bye-bye. Moon, wakey, wakey.
We've got to wake her.
Wake up, Moon! Moon!
Are you sure about this?
Oh, yes, yes, yes! Bobo Star! Moon! Wake up, Moon! Wake up!
Moon! Bobo
dear.
White.
Oh, my. Are you all right, dear?
Boo-hoo. Bobo. Poor Bobo.
Cloudbabies, Cloudbabies. The Sky Horsies. They've escaped.
Escaped? But how? Bobo's sorry. Gate broken.
Oh, Bobo. We shouldn't have left you alone with the Skyhorses. It will be nighting time soon. There's still lots to do.
Too much without our Skyhorses, and we'll never find them in time now. But they can find us.
Fly away home, Skyhorses. There, all mended.
Sleepy time, everyone. Oh, donk. Donk, donk, donk. Ah, Bobo loves Skydonk.
As Moon and the stars lit the way, the Cloudbabies and Bobo went home to their beds. Everything was as it should be. Well, almost everything.
Who polishes the Cloudbabies? Wipes the cobwebs from the moon. Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up in the clouds, it was a very busy morning. The Cloudbabies were going in and out of the cloudy house, and they weren't closing that door properly. Oh, see what I mean?
What a lot of banging! Mind the door, Baba Pink.
Oh, you're right, Fuffa Cloud. This door doesn't look very good, does it?
Why don't you paint it then?
I was just going to say that, Fuffa Cloud. A nice pink door will be a lovely surprise for everyone. I'll go and get some paint right away. Oh, the door's all dusty and scratchy. Someone needs to paint it.
Maybe you could do it.
Good idea, Fuffa Cloud. Now, what colour?
What colour would you choose?
Yellowy yellow, of course. Oh, no yellow paint. I'll have to get some more from the paint well.
This is fun. I'm going to trick them all. Baba Blue, look at the poor old door. It's all scratched. This needs fixing. You could paint it. If you could think of a really good colour. How about blue? My favourite colour. I'll take this to the star tree first and then get the paint.
A yellow door will be a lovely surprise for everyone.
Mine.
Oh, what's Little Star doing up?
Mine.
I saw them first. Mine. What's the matter, Bobo White?
Mine rain pears.
No, they're not. They're mine. Maybe you should both have them. You know, share them. Huh? One for me and one for you. Like that. Thank you, Baba Yellow. What's that? I'm going to paint the doll the cloudy house. But shh, it's a surprise. Ooh. Thanks, Paintwell. This doll's gonna look so lovely in pink. Hello, Rainbow. I'm going to brighten up the cloudy house door. Look what I've got.
Oh, very, pink. Sorry, Baba Pink, must go. Got to be there after those clouds rain.
So, you think I should paint it?
Oh, yes. But what colour?
Green. Green's a very good colour. And I've got a tin of green paint somewhere. The others will love it.
What have you got there, Baba Blue?
Blue paint! Me and Fuffa are planning a surprise.
You too, eh? You are all in colourful moods today. Now, come here, you cheeky clouds.
There. It looks so much lovelier pink. Now, I better go and fluff up those clouds.
Pink? No. Blue is much better.
One for me.
And one for you.
And one for me.
And one for you.
Huh?
Bobo no share. There! The others will love this. Come on, Blue Horsey. Time for your rest. Hi, Rainbow. Look what I've got. It's a surprise for the others.
Lovely. Everyone's painting today. Oh, excuse me, Baba Green. Got to go.
One for me.
One for me.
And one for me.
Oh,
well done. You're both sharing.
thanks, Yelly Babs. Mine! Blue? That's strange. I'll soon fix that. Green. Yes.
Green? Green's quite nice, but yellow is so much yellowier. Beautiful, bright yellow. Better have a wash. Yellow? Well, I'm just going to have to paint it again.
What? Oh, no.
Have you seen the door, Baba Green?
Oh, yes. I'm glad you like it. Hi, Cloudbabies. I got a surprise for you.
That door should be pink.
Green, blue.
It's supposed to be yellow.
Well, I don't think it's funny. We're not laughing.
So who is?
Fuffa Cloud? Fuffa Cloud told me to paint the door blue. She told me to paint it green.
Pink.
Yellow. I only said to paint it. You chose the colour.
And we all chose our favourite colours. Uh-oh, that looks like...
Rain!
Look at our door. Now it's no one's favourite colour. We'll have to paint it again.
But which colour do we use?
Yelly babs. Bobo sharper. Well done, Bobo White. Bobo clever. Maybe you should teach us how to share the door, Bobo White. Cut up. We can't cut the door into pieces, Bobo White. So how do you share colours?
Ahem. You have everything you need to put it right.
You mean you know which colour is the best rainbow?
Personally, I think I am the best colour of all.
But you're lots of colours. Just like our door used to be.
We did it!
The Cloudbabies all agreed the front door had never looked so beautiful. Their work was done.
Very nice. But don't you think it would look better painted orange? Fuffa Cloud.
Cheeky Fuffa Cloud.
Wipes the cobwebs from the moon. Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up in the clouds. It's very early on a very special morning. You see, it's...
Harvest time! Woohoo!
I was going to say that.
I love harvest time. It's the best time. It's the only time.
Certainly. Oh, sounds exciting, dear.
Oh, it is. It's not every day we harvest the whole horsey hayfield. Wakey, wakey, Cloudbabies.
I've never seen a harvest. They always have them in the daytime when I'm asleep.
Cloudbabies, wake up. It's the best day of the year.
Right, I'm not missing out on that. This moon is going to see her first harvest.
Rise and shine, Cloudbabies.
All right, son. Hold on to your sunbeams.
It's really early.
Son's right. We have a lot to do today. The whole horsey hayfield has to be cut, tied and stored at the stables by the end of the day. So are we ready?
Yes. Hope so.
I am. I'm ready. Me.
And so am I.
But Moon, you should be asleep now. You've been shining all night.
I have indeed been up all night. And now this full moon is ready for her first harvest. Well, Chop Chop, you've got work to do.
Okay, the horsey harvester is ready to harvest.
And the trimmers are ready to trim.
And I'm ready to tie up the horsey hay.
And I'm ready to give that horsey hay a hot blast to make it perfect for harvesting.
Okay, everyone, let's harvest.
Let's harvest the hay. Harvest the hay. Harvest the hay on a sunshiny day.
Let's harvest the hay on a sunshiny day, so the horsies can be fed. Let's trim the hay, trim the hay, trim the hay on a sunshiny Let's trim the hay on a sunshiny day, so the horsies can be fed. Let's tie up the hay, tie up the hay, tie up the hay on a sunshiny day. Let's tie up the hay on a sunshiny day, so the horsies can be fed. Let's carry the hay, carry the hay, carry the hay on a sunshiny day. Let's carry the hay on a sunshiny day, so the horsies can be fed.
Oh, this is tiring work.
Hey, son!
Whoops. Oh, sorry, Fuffa. I didn't know it was you. So, are you enjoying your first harvest, Moon?
Oh, yes, dear. I think you've missed a bit.
Oh, yes.
Left a bit. A little more. Perfect. Don't worry, son. I'm right behind you.
Phew, it's hot harvesting.
Here, have some rain pear juice. Do you think we're going to get the harvest thing finished today?
We've got to. Tomorrow we have to plough the field to grow more horsey hay. I didn't think it'll take you long to smell this, Sky Horsies.
Oh, no, you don't. This horsey hay has got to last a long time. Well, maybe a little bit then. Now you be good. We'll be back in a minute with the next load.
Feeling a bit weary, dearie?
I have been working all morning.
And you did rise very, very early.
And you are up much, much too late.
I know. But I'm determined to see the harvest right to the end.
Look out!
Oh, dear!
Gotcha.
Wahey! Whee!
Careful, you two. Sorry, they fell out.
Moon got in the way.
Son's right. It was my fault. I was in the way.
But it was an accident. Moon, you look so tired. Why don't you have a sleep?
Yes, up there, on your cloud.
You're right. Oh, what a silly moon. Fancy me watching a harvest.
Sleep tight, Moon.
Happy harvesting, dears.
Okay, Cloudbabies, we've got a harvest to finish.
There.
Are you okay, son?
Oh, I think I did get up too early. I'm so tired. Oh, I just need to close my eyes for a moment.
Son! Oh, dear. Sun's setting. Huh? We can't see what we're doing.
It's too dark.
Bumpy Bobo.
Well, that's it then. We can't finish the harvest without Sun showing us the way. What are we going to do?
Finish your harvest, dears.
Wow, Moon! I've never seen you shine so brightly.
It's amazing what a little sleep can do. Now I'm ready to help you finish this harvest.
Thank you, Moon.
Bobo sleepsy. Nighty Moon.
Sleep tight, Bobo dear.
So Moon actually got to help out with her first harvest. And from now on, she'll be the Cloudbabies' very own Harvest Moon.
Who polishes the snow? Cloudbabies. Wipes the cobwebs from the moon. Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up in the clouds, it's the end of a long day. The Cloudbabies have been working very hard, and there are still the moonbeams to collect.
Time for sleeping now.
Nighty-night, Moon.
Good night, Bobo. Night-night. Night-night, Cloudbabies.
Night-night. Night-night.
Night-night.
Is it morning already?
It can't be. The wakey clock says it's still nighting time.
Sorry to wake you, Cloudbabies. I've been tossing and turning all night, but I just can't go to sleep.
Give me a minute, son, and I'll come and sing you a lullaby. We all will, won't we, Cloudbabies?
Huh? Yes, of course, we'll all come.
Sun's been shining all day long. Now we'll sing a sleepy song. Snuggle down, close your eyes. It's time to sleep. It's nighting time. Night-night, Cloudbabies.
Night-night.
Night-night. Night-night. Cloudbabies! What? Cloudbabies! Little Star? Big Cloud has taken my twinkling place!
All right, Little Star. Baba Green and I will help you move it.
Now I can twinkle all night long. Twinkle, twinkle all night long. Twinkle till the morning comes. Twinkle,
Come on, Baba Blue.
all
Back
night
to bed.
long. Twinkle till the morning comes. What's that noise? It's Sun, snoring again. We'd better turn him over. Ready, Cloudbabies? 1, 2, 3, push! It worked. Now maybe we can get some sleep. Back to bed, everyone.
Good morning, Rainbow. Have you seen Baba Pink? She normally gives me my wash and polish first thing in the morning. Baba Yellow's supposed to paint my red stripe today. It's a little bit smudged. I wonder where the Cloudbabies are.
I might be able to help. The Cloudbabies have been up all night. The poor dears are just exhausted.
But my red is all smudged. And I need my morning wash and polish.
You'll just have to wait. Now I must get my sleep. Good night.
But how will I get my morning wash now? Fuffa! Oh, that's wonderful! Thank you, Fuffa. I just need my polish now. There, done. Now, what about me? Better now? Yes. Thank you, son. You're most kind. You're very welcome, Rainbow. I told you we could manage. Oh, shall we help the Cloudbabies do the rest of their jobs? What a good idea! Then the Cloudbabies can sleep all day. Come on. Oh, come here, Cloudy. This way, Rainbow. I'm trying, but it doesn't want to go that way.
Ow! Not too hard.
Sorry, Fuffa. Now, please, keep still. You'll look wonderful when it's done. You're looking lovely already, Fuffa.
Don't think so. Ow!
Watch out, son. You're making me go all spotty. Here, let me wipe it off. There. Thank you. I think. Oh, thank you, Rainbow. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I do hope the Cloudbabies are back to normal tomorrow. I'm sure they will be, son. Night, night, Rainbow. Night, night, son. Now, how am I going to fling the stars?
What? Huh? It's almost nighting time. We've slept all day.
Oh, no! We've got to pick the stars and fling them into the sky.
And what about Sun and Rainbow? Come on, Cloudbabies. There's work to do. I'm so sorry, Sun. We all overslept today. I'm so sorry, Rainbow.
Don't worry, Baba Yellow. Son and I managed. Oh, but I am glad you're back.
Will you be all right to help us with the star flinging?
Tell Baba Blue I'll see him at the star flinging cloud, and then... Oh, it's bedtime for me.
Still asleep. Poor Bobo must be very tired. Night-night, Cloudbabies. I can't sleep.
Neither can I.
Hello, dears. I couldn't help hearing. Would you like me to sing the sleepy song to help you go to sleep?
Yes, please, Moon.
Very well, then. You were working all night long, so I'll sing the sleepy song. Snuggle down, close your eyes, it's time to sleep. It's nighting time. Night, night, cloud babies.
So the cloud babies fell asleep and everything went back to normal.
Bobo no sleepsy. Oh. Bobo cloud baby now.
Oops, spoke too soon.
Who polishes the Cloudbabies? Wipes the cobwebs from the moon. Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up, up in the clouds. It's a cold, rainy day. So cold and rainy, I wouldn't be surprised to see
A hail cloud.
Yes, hail cloud.
Don't hail on us until we finished our jobs, please.
Oh no! What happened here? Blue Horsey, come on, we've got jobs to do. Blue Horsey, Blue Horsey, Sky Horses, where are you? Sky Horses, Horsies, here Horsies. Horsies! Sky Horsies! Where are you all? Horsies! Here, Horsies! They've gone! They've gone!
Who's gone, Baba Blue?
The Sky Horsies! They were in the stable, but now they've gone.
They can't have gone far.
I've looked in the hayfield, the garden, and in the orchard.
They must have bolted into the sky. Let's take the sky train and look for them there.
Good idea, Baba Pink. Come on, Cloud Babies.
Sky train! Cloudbabies! Bobo go too! Oh. Hello? Huh? Hello?
Huh?
Green horsey. Green horsey in house. Pink horsey in house. Horsies in house. Well, they're not in the sky. Where have they gone? Uh-oh. Naughty horsies. Horsies outside now. Naughty horsies! Out, out, out!
What's going on in there? Only one way to find out.
Come on. Sky horsies!
Bobo, what's going on?
What?
Bobo, what's happened?
Horsies. I found the sky horsies. Wow, the hail's really noisy, isn't it? The hail has scared them. Poor horsies.
If only we could move the hail cloud. But we can't without our sky horsies.
Skydong and Bobo do it.
Wait, Bobo. You can do it, Bobo. Go, Bobo.
You can do it. Nearly there, Bobo. Shoo, shoo, naughty cloud. Look, it's moving. Hooray! You did it, Bobo.
Brave Bobo.
And brave Skydong too. Where are they going? Come on, let's find out.
Wait! What about the sky horsies? They're still in the cloudy house. Horsies, you can come out now. The hail has gone. Come on, sky horsies. Don't be scared. The hail has all gone now. We could go and get some horsey hay. Or rain purrs. Horsies, you can't stay in here forever. What's that?
Listen to that. The hail is making music. It's lovely, isn't it, Baba Blue? Baba Blue? Where's he gone?
Follow me, sky horsies. I think it's coming from over there.
Sky horsies, come and listen to the hailstones on the star tree. It's so tinkly and lovely.
good, isn't it?
High in the sky, up in the clouds, everyone agreed hailstones were full of surprises. Ow! Especially Skydonk.
Who polishes the snow? Cloudbabies. Wipes the cobwebs from the moon? Cloudbabies. Who tells the bedtime stories to the stars? Cloudbabies. Who paints the colours on the rainbow and makes everything look new? Who looks after the sky? The Cloudbabies do.
High in the sky, up in the clouds. The Cloudbabies can't wait to start their jobs. I hope they wash behind those ears.
Hurry up, everyone. Busy day today.
I know. I have to paint rainbow stripes.
And I've got digging to do. Bye, Baba Blue. Hey, Baba Green. Wait for me.
Whee! Splash! Splash! Splashy donk! Splashy donk! Thanks a lot, Bobo. Come on, time to get out. Splash, splash, splash. Time to get out now, Bobo. Oh, no.
Bye, Baba Blue. Bye, Baba Green. Bye, Baba Yellow. Oh no. Sorry, Blue Horsey. I splashed you. Uh-oh. I've made it worse.
Splashy donk. Here you are. Thanks, Pinky Babs. Clean, Splashy donk. Yes, he's lovely and clean now, and so are you.
Oh, Green Horsey, how did you get so mucky?
Oh, that tickles!
Whoa!
Oh, my blue stripe is so ticklish today. Oh, Baba Yellow, there's a little something on your horsey.
Huh? Oh, sorry, Yellow Horsey. Come on, let's go and get you cleaned up.
Hello? What about me?
Look at all this muck, son.
Oh, thanks, Bubba Pink. I'll shine extra brightly now.
Come on, Pink Horsey. There's lots more to do. Oops. Hold still, Pink Horsey. There. All gone. Oh, dear. What happened to your horsies? Yes, Yellow Horsey is a little bit mucky.
So is Blue Horsey.
So is Green Horsey. And so is Pink Horsey. Now, Never mind. Let's get them cleaned up.
Did you hear that, Blue Horsey? Bath time!
Splashy donk. Yes, Bobo. They all need a bath, just like the one you had. Splashy donk.
Now, where's Fuffa Cloud? We need some rain. Fuffa! Fuffa Cloud! Fuffa Cloud! Here I am.
Fuffa, can you rain into here, please?
We want to give the Skyhorses a bath. OK, I'll try.
Thanks, Fuffa. OK, Skyhorses, who's going first? Me! Splash, 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 splash! Oh, Bobo. Whoa, Skyhorses. It's only water.
Come on, Green Horsey. Bath time is fun.
Come on, Pink Horsey. You'll like it.
There's yummy horsey hay for clean horses. Good, Blue Horsey. There, all done.
OK, who's next? One at a time. Splashy donk, splashy donk. You smell lovely. Lovely and clean. OK, it's Green Horsey's turn.
Come on, Green Horsey. Time for your bath.
Bobo Bathy. Bobo? You and your Splashy have had your bath. It's Green Horsey's turn now. Come on, Green Horsey.
There's nothing to be worried about. Good. I knew you could do it. Well done, Green Horsey. That's it. Whoa! Whoa! Green Horsey, come back. Follow that horsey. Come back. Green Horsey, don't be scared. That's it. Look at all this muck. You'll feel much better after a nice bubbly bath. I'll be with you all the time. OK, everyone, here we go. Well, I'm in. Are you going to join me, Green Horsey? Come on, climb in. It's fun. See? It's not so bad after all. See? Bath time is fun for everyone.
At last, everyone is squeaky clean. There's nothing like a good bath. And I think someone's going to need another one.